Things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey, I caught up with the UCLA head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Into the open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Here's the Iamaleava to throw. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
The run inside. It's Davison. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Here's Moore to throw. With the catch, it's Moore. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Quick completion to the right.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
It's complete to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Right back to him on the ground. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
A 3rd and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. Sends it back in motion. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted to stop the threat. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Iamaleava. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Got a man. It's Matthews. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Got a little grass. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore, play action. On target. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Delayed handoff. It's Davison. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Right back to the well. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Moore. Rushes on him. It's complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Moore will throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The short hands, it's Stewart. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Motion from the wide receiver. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not...
Half turnover can swing momentum. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Running inside. It's Knight. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets the back moving. Throwing, Iamaleava. Got his man on the right. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Really, really smart job by your QB. Knowing exactly what's going on, knowing the situation. It's third down, man. Survey the field, but don't force it. Don't make a mistake. Let your guy do the work. Great job dropping it off to the running back. He does the rest.
Here's a little room there. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Finds his man in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working, so this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Escapes the pressure to his right. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Motion from the wideout. Got his man. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Now, pressure coming, and they got it.
Our defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. Job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on fourth down, especially during these situations.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The run inside. It's Davison. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He's got it. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Iamaleava. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Inside the 45. On the move at the 30. There he goes down the right side. All the way. Touchdown, Bruins. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Takes the handoff. It's Davison. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Hawaii taking on the Arizona State Sun Devils. And it's the Rainbow Warriors, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Throwing more. It's complete on the right side. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
They'll go play action with Moore. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Delayed handoff. It's Davison. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And it's no good. All points are important, guys, but that one still leaves you with a 3-possession deficit down by 17.
And we say football is a game of inches. Man, I think when your field goal kicker hits the crossbar, you're living on that. And it's just short, and it doesn't climb up. It goes down and just inches away from being a really good kick.
Running inside. It's Knight. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Bruins! And the punishment has been extended. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and give him 16 on the year.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Dante Moore, under fire, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep it in that quarterback.
Moore will throw. He wants to go deep. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over first and 10.
And now this offense will take the field again. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Knight. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the run, it's Knight. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
3rd down coming.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Here's Moore to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore to the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Got it. Snowed under by the defense. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Moore from the gun on third down. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this is one of those tapes that you don't want to watch. I mean, I'm not sure what to point to. And listen, they got to take deep shots. I get it because they're down by a lot. But it's just a nothing well, man. It's just a goose egg on the scoreboard, and this is a tape they're going to want to burn.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. The option look. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Got enough for the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quick handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Black 18. Black 18.
On the delay, it's Knight. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Using his legs, it's Woods. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Moore. They're working that left side. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Moore will throw. Firing to the right, complete. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Zings it complete to the right. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pickup of 12 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Got him downfield. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He'll run it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time.